Call Halayim Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakako Dash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Now, I wanted to get into this video. Sakari blaming the leadership of, Slaki, 1 second. Whoa. Okay, it's on. Blaming the leadership of, GMS, okay? Blaming the leadership of those, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors, okay? Now, this is some fucking bullshit right here, because you can't blame the leadership, okay? And I'm gonna get into that, what I really mean by that, okay? So here it is. It says Deacon Sakari blames the leadership of Great Millstone for the Boston fallout retrobates, okay? Now that's all on, hey, scriptures clearly tell us that man's goings are of the Lord, okay? How then can a man understand his own ways? Actually, I got that right there. But I'm gonna get back to point 2, okay? There's 3 points here I wanted to get into. There's a difference, okay? There's a big difference, man. Big difference, all right? And point 2 here, if someone falls out, you blame the leadership or leaders. I'm gonna get into that real quick. I just want to go right here real quick. Let's go into Matthew chapter 7. Because you can't, I don't even want to speak on it right now. Just let me get into it. I'm going to get into it, Akim. Hold on. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. And this is another thing that they have a problem with too. When they get rebuked, all right? When you get rebuked for your actions, okay? For your actions, things that you're saying that you ought not to be speaking. You know what I mean? All like the time that these guys were up in some place and, bottle girls and, hey, man, it's the Pesach. You're supposed to be in a solemn state, man. Not no partying state. Was the disciples in a partying state then? This is the issue, man. And these guys think that people are just picking on them. No, man, you're being rebuked for your actions, okay? And things that you've said. The apostle elders don't sit around like, let me see who we could pick on today, make a juicy topic on and did it. Nah, man, get the hell out of here with that crap. The apostle elders see things and say, hey, man, this should be put in order, all right? Order. You got to rebuke these young men? Well, rebuke them, okay? So let's go into this real quick. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit, okay? So you're getting rebuked on your actions, on things that you're doing, things that are being cited to men, okay? Like when you plant a tree and the tree is bringing forth, prayer rot, all this stuff and bugs and, everything's worms inside of your apples, all this type of shit. We're seeing you for your actions. How you're taking care of your business, how you're taking care of your vineyard, okay? So you're getting rebuked on those actions, on what you're bringing forth, man. Like I said, what you're saying, right? And how you're acting. You're bringing guns to camp and all that. That's not scriptural. But Peter and them had swords. And hey, man. These guys. Verse 18, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Right, opposite. Abomination is abomination. It's good is good, okay? And that which is crooked cannot be made straight unless at least the Lord is the one who's doing it, right? Every tree that bringeth forth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Right, and like I said, you're being judged by your actions, man. You're going into the scriptures, you know, this is what you do. You go into the scriptures, and it's like a shades on your eye, all right? So everything is being filtered through the scriptures. So what the apostle elders are rebuking you on is scriptural, okay? It's not wrong. It's not, oh, they're just trying to pick on me. No. When you're right, you're right. And I've seen the apostles, hey, Sakari was right on that one, you know, you know, even IUIC. If you're right, you're right. All this thing about, oh, these people are picking on me and they just don't like me. No, we're going by the scriptures, sucker. Okay? We're not going by feelings. Feelings, like Apostle Elder Gabar would say. Feelings. We ain't caught up in no fucking feelings, man. We're letting you know off the jump what it is. And we would appreciate, and if we were doing the same thing, wouldn't you appreciate a brother, you know, A's to A? You know, when you go into so-and-so and blah, 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 that scripture shows you that this is what it really means. Oh, shit, Salakia. Let me go make a correction video. That's the attitude we have over here. We ain't gonna be like, ah, man, fuck you. Go to hell, this and that. You know what? Let's make a video on them. You know? Nah, man. Yay be yay and nay be nay. And if it's right, then it's right. And for the most part, you know, a lot of these guys out here, they don't like being corrected. They don't like when you give them correction, man. They hate that, okay? But the scriptures clearly tell you that open rebuke is better than any secret love, man. And that is love. That's part of the scriptures, man. To give your brother that rebuke, okay? Is that 20? It's 5. It's Slakia. Yep. Proverbs 27. Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Open rebuke is better than secret love. That's what we do in the islands, man. Shame them in front of everybody so you don't do it again, man. And you feel sorry for your actions, okay? Not to rub your, like they would say, rub your face in dog shit. But you have to get the understanding. And through those wounds and through those, you know, you feeling shame, you bounce back and you get the understanding. That's what's supposed to happen. And you don't go back to it again. Titus chapter 1. And this is all scriptural that we do these things for our brothers. Okay? We see you out there and account you as brothers, right? In the truth. We don't go out there and kick over your signs and spit on you guys and no. We account you as brothers. We see you as Hebrew Israelites, right? So we're giving you that love. We're giving you that love through the scriptures, man. Keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, and we're keeping the commandments. Oh, your brother's going out? Well, tell him. Put him back in line, man. This is how the scripture is broken down. This is how it is. Titus chapter 1 and verse 13. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply. See that? That they may be sound in the faith. Okay? Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Okay? So even before it get to there, right? You have to rebuke them sharply so that they be sound in the faith, man. No way to penetrate this. Wholesome. Right? Not no false doctrine. The real deal. But you guys seem to think that's all hate. And let me go back to this for the second point here. If someone falls out of the truth, you blame the leader or the leadership, right? In that case, okay, where you say you blame the leadership. Now, in your case, where you're going out there on the highways and byways with guns, right? That may be setting off a young man to think in the wrong mental, man. Now, I may say this: if you're out there and you're teaching your individuals to strike, fight, hit people, and all that type of shit, and they fall out of the truth, well, it's because you start teaching them those wicked ways, man. You start showing them shit of the world instead of being spiritual. Romans chapter 8. There, that after flesh do mind the things of the flesh. Right? But he that is spiritual, the things of the spirit, man. So the young man would be, when you teaching this man in the spirit, you wouldn't be thinking about carnal things. Let me bring a gun to camp, this and that. But if you're moving in a carnal state, and you're teaching your individuals in the camp to be carnal, then yeah, partially the leadership can be blamed. Because here it is, if you teach this young man, oh, come, let's go shoot and do this and do that, and at camp he gets itchy and shoots somebody, right? Who's the one that allowed him to bring guns to camp? Who's the one that said if anybody step up here and you're acting in a matter like, hey, when you step up here, I'm gonna fucking shoot him, man. I'm gonna pop him, man. Don't you come disrespecting us, you know? So yeah, in that situation there, yeah, you could blame the leadership, but that's not what Apostle Elder Tahar Gabar, Apostle Rakar, and Ramlab is teaching us to do. Are you crazy? One apostle I know hates, all of them hate guns, but especially Apostle Elder Gabar. He says, fuck those goddamn things, man. And he always gives a quote from X-Men, Magneto. You humans and your guns, which is true. So yeah, you can't blame the leadership if they're teaching people to come to camp with guns, and we're gonna shoot at people who want to fuck with us and this and that. And if you're acting in that type of manner, well, yeah, the leadership can be blamed, man. But guess what? Who's the sole controller of all of that? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Job chapter 12:16, the deceive and the deceive and the deceiver are his. That's a segue right here. Proverbs chapter 20 and 24 says what? Man's goings of the Lord, man's goings of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. How can a man then understand his own way? That's right. So if somebody falls out the truth, you can't. This is of Yahweh Bashim. This is his movie. He chooses who he wants to be in this movie. Okay? 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. Going back into 1 Timothy chapter 1:13, rebuke them sharply. Verse 14, not giving heed to Jewish fables, right? You got a lot of guys that are going to come and fall into this flat earth doctrine and all this other bullshit. The Lord didn't want them. So it's natural the Lord will kick them out. So this is all scriptural. This is all written. Yep, like I quoted, Job 12 and 16. This is all of the Lord, man. If somebody comes in, like those two guys, they were sitting for a while, and then the Lord said, I don't need you no more. Get out of here. That's how dangerous this is, man. That's how scary it is. Psalms chapter 51 and verse 11. I think these guys keep forgetting about that, you know. Job chapter 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. See that? With him is strength and wisdom. Who you think's giving it? He is the one that's giving you that strength and wisdom. The deceive and the deceiver are his, man. So these guys could have been well deceived in the truth, thinking that, yeah, oh, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Yeah, I'm going to make it on to the end. And then the Lord just switched it up in 2024, 2023. Said, nah, man, I don't need you guys no more. You were never part of this, okay? I just brought you in here to destroy you and let you know that you're going to be destroyed. That's a horrible thing, man. This is why this is the Lord's movie. This is the Lord's movie, man. You can't... I don't know. These guys just don't understand, man. You can't get around this. Going back into this. Titus chapter 1, verse 9. You're going into a bishop must be blameless. Holding fast, verse 9. Holding fast the faithful word, as he has been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exalt and to convince the gainsayer. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Yeah, those who know that they're Israelites, okay? That's what that means by that circumcision. They know that they're Israelites, okay? Whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre's sake, okay? This is where you could put blameship on the leadership. If you're teaching things that you ought not for filthy lucre, and these guys are not going by what? The faithful word, right? Sound doctrine, then obviously you're going to fall off. And obviously, yeah, the leadership has part to do with that, because they ain't teaching sound doctrine. They ain't teaching faithful words, man. They're teaching smooth things to win people over, right? So there's a fucking difference, man. Come on, man. Whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre. Okay? This is why I jump here. Verse 13, it says, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men. See, the commandments of men and these fables, right? The deceiver and the deceiver are his, that turn from the truth. Okay, so once at one point, going back into 1 Timothy 4:1, at one point they're in the truth, but as the scriptures say, the time is going to come where they're going to fall away, giving heed to seducing spirits, speaking these things that they ought not, man. So the Lord is the controller of these things, man. Okay, I mean, like I said, you could put blameship on the leadership to a certain you could put blame on the leadership to a certain degree, but this is all of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's movie, man. Okay? And you can't escape that. All right? No matter how fast you try to swim. Yo. That's why going back into the gun thing, where you guys be doing at camp and showing your, some weird shit, man. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein, just like you in your camp. Okay? If the leader is like that and the leadership's like that, more likely as officers and all those that are in, I know this is going into dealing with the city, but also dealing with the camp, man. Also dealing with people in the camp. Okay? Because if the leader is like that, his officers underneath, right, are going to be like that, and the rest of the congregation more than likely is going to be like that. I mean, we might have a couple here and there that don't agree with certain things, and eventually the Lord pulls them out and puts them in another camp, right? But like I said, this is the Lord's movie, right? And going back into the scripture, you guys who are training you guys to bring guns and this and that, hey, man, you could put the blame on the leadership then. And we know it's all of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but we could put the blame on the leadership then, because there you are doing shit funny. Not going by the scriptures, not teaching them faithful word and sound doctrine, but you're going by commandments of men, okay? Which is not a wise thing to do, okay? Yup, and this is why we can't join hand in hand with you people, man. Fuck that. Amos 3 and 3, can two walk together, at least they be agree. Nah, we ain't walking together, because you guys out there sporting, toting guns and all this type of stuff and speaking commandments of men and just bringing in a whole bunch of hogwash. No, we can't do that, okay? So there's a difference. If the leadership is teaching them to do that wicked shit and they fall off, well, yeah, you could blame the leadership, because the leadership was no good. It was corrupt from the beginning. Remember, a good tree is going to bring forth good fruit. And a bad tree can't bring forth good fruit. So the Lord is going to remove that, okay? Remember, Yahushua cursed that fig tree, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's go to Romans 9. This was the going back into the law issue. And these guys in the law and the law and the law and the law and the law. It's like, come on, man. Romans chapter 3. And they're not, thinking in their head. Romans chapter 3 and verse 19. Now we know that what thing soever the law saith, it saith to them who are under the law, that every mouth may be stopped, and all the world may become guilty before God. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight. For by the law is the knowledge of sin. But now the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Yahweh, without the law is manifest, being witnessed by the law and the prophets, even the righteousness of God, Yahweh, which is by faith of Hamashiach, Salakia, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, unto all and upon all them that believe. And this is going into Israelites that believe, not the fucking rest of the world. For there is no difference, for all have sinned and come short of the glory. Right, so right now what we're doing, Yahweh Shai, he came as that sacrifice, that clean sacrifice, okay? Because what Israel was doing before, they were always, Day of Atonement come, they be doing wicked shit, and then they run, do it again, and repeat the same thing. But Yahweh Shai, as it tells you, you only came to do this once, right? And through your faith, and through grace, and through your belief, that's the only access to be saved. Doing those things which please Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. One, you have to have faith, because without that faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. So what we're going to do with the law? We're going to throw away the law? No, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts of the law, okay, through faith, all right? So going back into this, being justified freely, verse 24, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. See, and that's why we're in a grace period right now, whom God has sent forth to be appropriation through faith in his blood, to declare his righteousness for the remissions of sin that are past through the forbearance of God. So there's only one way, okay? And that's why the Lord said that only through my son, Mark chapter 9 and 7, this my beloved son, hear ye him, okay? That you're going to come, okay? That the 144 is going to be chosen through Yahweh Shai, meaning those who are following after Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and are pleasing Yahweh Shai, well, guess what? The Father is pleased with you too, okay? The Father is looking through the eyes of Yahweh Shai, in a sense, to see who's the ones. Well, he already knows. He already set up the 144, but there's no other way for redemption to come but through, Yahweh Shai, man. If he's not happy with you, 100% the Father's not happy with you. But if Yahweh Shai is happy with you, then the Father's going to be happy with you, okay? And these guys, they all out there, the law, like IUIC, the law. Nigga, the law's not going to save you, man. We just read, okay? We all have sinned and we all come short of it. And Yahweh Shai was put up there, okay? And through his blood, through the grace, through faith, belief, that's how we're going to be saved, man. Through our works, all of that. But, you guys, whatever. So continuing, verse 26, to declare, I say, at this time his righteousness, that he might be justified, and the justifier of him which believeth in Yahweh Shai. Where is boasting then? Is it excluded by the law? Where is boasting then? Is it excluded by what law? Of works? Nay, but by the law of faith. Okay? Man, they got a problem with that right there. Therefore, we conclude that a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law. Is he the God of the Jews only? Is he not also of the Gentiles, lost Israelites, okay? Yes, of the Gentiles also, seeing it is one God, one power, which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcised through faith. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yea, we establish the law. So going back into Judges 5 and 11, this is what we're doing right now. We're rehearsing the righteous acts onto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? What's all this noise? Anyways, Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the place of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. Okay? Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel, Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates. So right now we're rehearsing the righteous acts onto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And we're telling you people too, turn ye and serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is the way. All right? So going back and concluding all of this, you know, there's a difference, man. We rebuke you people on your actions. Okay? And open rebuke is better than any secret love. All right? And if somebody falls out the truth, you can't really blame the leadership unless the leadership is teaching them wild shit. Commandments of men, you know what I mean? All of that bullshit there. Then you could say, well, the leadership was slack. But not in the house of GMS, man. There's discipline, there's order, okay? And even people who are not in GMS have, and that listen to, you know, 100% truth. They follow the doctrine. They're even orderly as well, okay? So y'all, you know, y'all disorderly, okay? And at the end of the day, week, like I said, there's a difference, man. You can't sit over here and blame Apostle Elder Tahar for the retrobates falling out, okay? The doctrine is sound. And like I said, at the end of your day and week, whose movie is this? This is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's movie, okay? And with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Lord willing, to the next time. Wah abad babal. Shalom Akim.